What is up, guys? Hello and welcome to the second ever episode of the Grid Girls Down Under podcast. First things first, we just want to say a massive thank you to all the support you guys have given us over the first episode. And secondly, we should welcome Khalila to the podcast. She was absent from our first episode, but we've got her here now. So let's go to her. I know we already answered on your behalf, but I feel like we should get it from you. If you just want to introduce yourself and give us your favorite team, drivers, and track.
Hi everyone, my name's Kalila. So my favorite driver is Charles. I think a lot of you know that. Favorite team is Ferrari. Favorite circuit is Singapore and Spa, which everyone got wrong last time, but I'm telling you now that those are my favorite circuits. So hi.
So like realistically, you're probably the most upbeat after Bahrain, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm pumped. Still living in the moment.
And thirdly, we have apologies from Erin, who can't be with us tonight due to commitments. And at the same time, that reminds me to mention that because this is recorded in our free time, some of us will be unavailable due to commitments. So it might be a revolving door of who's going to make each episode. Anyway, boring stuff over. Let's get into the weekend that was Bahrain. Girls, how good is it to have racing back?
Oh,
so good.
The greatest.
It's the sound of the cars.
It was a long, 3 months or however long it was.
It had to be like the longest 3 months.
Oh, I know.
Wasn't it like 90 something days?
97?
Longest 97 days of my life.
Yeah, it was 97.
The longest, most confusing, busiest winter break of my life.
Yeah.
I thought a part of me was missing, but now it's back.
Zoe, it's not winter.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was their winter break, our summer break.
It is summer.
I'm not dumb. Don't worry. I do have a bit of
It is confusing.
common knowledge.
It's like summer and winter break are the opposite for us. So it's like, it's not really. But yeah.
To be fair, it is raining right now, so it does feel a little bit like winter.
It's actually not
It's
raining
autumn
for
right
me
now.
It is
See,
autumn.
Melbourne's, for me, has done its classic 4 seasons in one day today. So that was really
that's
fun.
always fun.
Yep,
Yeah.
same.
That sounds like
Constant
an
rain
Auckland thing.
That was Auckland today.
The
just
constant
rained all
rain
day.
has actually stopped in Sydney, so I'm okay with that.
It's not trying to drown you guys anymore.
Yeah, not here. Maybe somewhere else. I don't know.
Maybe-
That's
maybe
coming
a
to
bit
New
more
Zealand
up
now, I
north.
think.
Yeah, I think it's your turn.
Yeah, thanks for your weather seconds. Thanks.
Oh, good.
Okay. We all did our predictions last week on the podcast.
What did I even say?
How far off was everyone's?
Mine were
So
exactly
off.
correct. Mine were perfect, spot on.
I don't even remember what mine was. I did write down though before quali, like on my phone, I wrote down like my quali predictions, and I had
It's okay. I got
Charles,
you.
Max, and George. So I was so off.
Well, in the
Well, not
podcast
really.
last time.
Well,
Not really.
You had one correct.
Where's it gone?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I had two because
Then
Max
you
was
George,
P2.
sorry.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I just had
Yeah,
George.
Charles and Max.
George was
See
what,
that?
P5? What else did I say?
George was
I
P4.
just- It was quite funny that my prediction of K-Mag being on the podium wasn't actually that far off.
That was
No,
a
it
good
wasn't.
I was just
prediction.
like, oh, K-Mag, he came 5th.
Could you imagine
This-
if he ended up on
What?
the podium?
Oh my god, that would have been amazing.
I think the
This
safety car
looking-
helped him.
Yeah.
Mhm. This
I'm
is
now
Haas's
looking
year.
at what I said. I said that I think that Lando and Daniel, I think that Lando will be up there. That was way off.
Way off. Yeah.
That was like,
Polar opposites.
wow.
You said, and I quote, I think George is going to be out there for sure, and I think Lando. I feel like Daniel might not, if Daniel is even racing, just because I think he's still going to be recovering from COVID.
I was right with Daniel.
It's something.
Ladies
And
and
George.
gentlemen, Lucy is not a psychic.
No, I am not. Clearly not. I'm just a diehard McLaren fan who's been crying all week. So
Yeah.
it happened. It was bad. It was bad.
I mean, mine were well off.
What were yours?
Max followed by the Mercedes.
I'm so proud
Oh,
of
shit.
myself.
I got one right. I said Lewis would be on the podium, but I think I said he was going to be like second, but he came third. So that was close.
I
But
see.
the other
Here,
two were
I
wrong.
didn't say which Mercedes was going to come in second and third, so technically I
true.
still got one right.
You got one.
You did get one right.
You got a Mercedes.
Except Max didn't even finish. So
Okay, we're not going
Neither
there.
did Checo.
Don't go there.
it's okay because at least Red
Hey,
Bull
hey,
and
hey.
McLaren are basically in the same boat.
Hey Jack, neither
Yeah.
did Pierre.
No, but Charles won.
Yeah.
I got something.
You got something.
got something.
Okay, in
I
the
just got
one
a
right.
hell of a lot of pain.
Let's relive the moment. Again.
I was so proud. I was so proud of Lewis. I know that like he wasn't meant to get third.
That was a fluke.
and that he only got
100%.
third
That
because
was
of Red
like-
Bull. But hey, that was a happy moment for me.
A podium's
You
a
know the-
podium.
You know the Thanos like line, "I am inevitable."
Yeah.
That's
It's
Lewis
Lewis.
on the podium,
yeah.
inevitable.
No matter what.
That's
I was
what he
gonna
should have on
sell-
his helmet instead of "Still We Rise."
Well, I mean, technically, still he rises.
Yeah, he
does.
does.
True.
Right? Just on the third
Well,
step, not the
with a-
first.
He does still
With-
rise.
With
He
a
is still
horrible
rising.
car, he still ends up on the podium.
Look,
Still
it's not
there.
as horrible as McLaren's at this point. Just the the Mercedes engines in general.
Yeah,
Like
they
what
suck.
was like
Yeah. What's
worried.
going on there?
I feel like because Mercedes have been top for so long with their engines, I feel like they were like, oh, we won't have to make as many changes. We won't have to do as much because we like are at the top. It's just the other teams will have to make changes. So the other teams made changes and rose to the top. Whereas Mercedes, I feel like, kind of thought they'd stay where they were, but that's not happening.
it's just like the cars with Ferrari engines did well, and then cars with Mercedes engines did not.
100%.
Like
Like,
the whole bottom six all had Mercedes engines or something.
And the Honda engines were, I just died. Other than Pierre. No, other than Yuki.
Other than Yuki.
Pierre did. His car died.
His car decided it was going to be a Sunday barbecue instead of a Sunday race.
True.
Not the barbecue. You did not just say a barbecue.
Leave me alone.
To be
Going
fair,
back
that is what
to-
he said, so it's fine.
What else am I supposed to say?
That is true. His car was on fire. What did I say when I saw that? I made like a TikTok. I forget what I said. I was just like funny, and now
I was so
I'm-
confused though when his car caught fire. Just hand over and like, oh,
Yeah,
Pierre's on
they
fire.
didn't-
Like, what?
They didn't say. It was just like his car is on fire.
Oh, he's on
That
fire. He's
whole-
fine. But the car's on
that-
fire. I'm like, Jesus
that
Christ.
whole race, the commentary was so confusing. Mick was Michael Schumacher. Pierre
was cute, though.
Pierre's car was calmly on fire.
Calmly on fire.
Um,
No stress.
I
The
think after
fastest laps
what
were
happened in
named
2020,
wrong.
Yeah.
Fernando
that
we had
was,
swear-
Magnussen versus Kevin Magnussen at one point.
Oh yeah. No,
I feel like the
no,
commentary was a bit weird. Like I think Crofty and what's his
I
name?
think they
Oh my
might have
God.
had a few beers before doing the commentary.
Crofty
I
and
think
Brundle.
so.
Wait, it's Martin Brundle, isn't it? I'm hoping my brain is
Rundle, yeah.
I
I
didn't
feel like they
even
were
know
just
that I
off.
could change the commentary.
Oh, I have heard about this happening.
I was gonna say that's all over my For You page of people complaining about Formula One TV changing it to American. Like, I'm sorry. Formula
no
one's
One-
better.
Doing it.
But like,
Formula
why wouldn't you want to
One
hear Crofty
is-
going, it's lights out and away we go?
but it's also a European English sport. Why is it now American?
yeah,
put
you
more
can
American
change
in.
it though. You
We're
can change it
danger-
back.
We're bordering dangerously close on the DTS effect.
No, don't
Not go there.
bring that
Let's not go
in.
there. Let's not
Yeah,
go there.
don't-
Well,
Let's
let's
not.
back away from the subject.
I think we talked a lot of crap on DTS last episode.
We did.
wanna say
I'm not
one
done,
quick
but let's just
opinion?
let's just archive
Just
that.
because I didn't talk about it, but I absolutely hate it. And nothing was in chronological order. It was just like
It made no
Monaco,
sense.
and then it went to like
Bahrain, and then it went to Monaco, and then it went to Bahrain, and then it went to Monaco, and then it
And
went
then
to
went to
Bahrain.
Monza.
Wait,
Mike,
As
And
I
one
said
point-
last time, how many times did George go through Medallion and Spa?
yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
My question is, I
literally.
mean, I could just sound really dumb right now, but did anything anything majorly important happen at Bahrain or Monaco to hear it from episode 1 to episode 10? Because I feel like Brazil was a major moment, especially for Lewis, and there was Mexico for Checo and that whole massive thing. Like,
I mean,
where's the
Monaco was quite
respect on
big
that?
based on like for Mercedes not being on the
Yeah.
podium,
Yeah.
Yeah,
not having a car finish.
but it was just why every episode. That was the thing.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, have half an episode. I mean, we got a whole episode on Nikita Mazepin.
To be
I
fair,
just
loved
don't
that.
know.
That
Not
was
because
great.
it was Nikita Mazepin.
I did
Come
love
on,
the
Finn.
crash. I did love the 2-minute crash montage or the spinning
Same.
That
montage.
was fantastic.
That was the highlight
That
of my
was
season.
so good.
That was
The highlight of the Nikita episode for me was just seeing Mick sitting there just quietly trying to just like ignore the tension between Nikita and Gunter and everyone else in the team. Mick was just sitting there trying to be this like nice, happy
Little
dude,
angel.
trying to act as if none of that was there because it was the most awkward situation of his life.
My
I'm
favorite part
assuming.
was the Audi photo shoot.
I think that
Yeah,
was
it
everybody's
was the
favorite.
best.
Just Mick
Oh.
sitting next to Gunter on the swing, swinging his feet because they don't touch the
They don't
ground.
touch
That was the best. And Gunter with his boat.
Oh my god.
The Steiner ship.
Talking about Mick, little shout out. He turned 23 yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mick.
Okay.
Oh my God,
No.
Mick-
Forget Mick. Forget Mick.
Forget Mick.
Happy birthday, Jack.
Yeah, happy birthday to Jack.
Birthday twins.
A birthday
Wait.
twin with Mick Schumacher.
Did you both turn the same age too?
Yes, it's
Oh my
100%
God.
birthday twins.
Insane.
Yeah.
Like
Stop.
literally.
Literally.
Oh my god.
Both
I don't have anyone.
23.
I don't even think any
growing up.
Formula
Oh my
One driver
God.
is born in the same month as me. So that's
The-
just
my
sad.
closest
Any
is
Formula One driver is the
Lando.
same.
Mine's
He is
Antonio.
10 days
Antonio.
before me. He's a whole 1 year and 10 days older than me. Don't ask why I remember that.
That is
The
pretty
closest
random,
to
but I do.
me is Yuki.
Yeah, we
Oh,
were
yeah.
discussing that
2000s
today.
baby. Yep. I didn't realize Guan Yu Zhou was born in 1999. I thought he was younger than Yuki, but he's older. Fun
I
fact.
didn't realize that either.
Yeah, Yuki's how old's Yuki? Is he even 20 yet?
He's turning
21.
22.
Oh,
Turns
yeah.
22 this year.
I'm so off. Ignore me.
He was
Honestly,
born
it
in
hurt-
2000.
It genuinely hurts me that there's F1 drivers out there that are younger than me. They've done more with their life than I have.
Literally
It hurts.
me.
It hurts my soul.
Literally me thinking about Brock in supercars.
Oh,
The
I
yeah.
fact that
know.
we're pretty much born literally a couple of days apart, and he is the successful driver, and
How
I'm sitting in
successful?
my room freaking out over I don't even know what.
Lewis
Lewis
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Yeah. Basically, all Zoe's whole all she talks about at the moment is Lewis. Like that's it.
Genuinely, that's it.
I'm going through a Lewis phase. leave me
Really
alone.
couldn't tell. If you look at Zoe's TikTok, it's just Lewis edit, Lewis
Lewis.
edit, Lewis edit.
Something I don't understand is that I'm older than Zoe Racing. You know Zoe on TikTok.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
she's
yeah.
Oh my
She
God, I
only
love
just
her.
turned 21.
Yeah, she did. I
Really?
saw that.
I was like, "Oh, hang on a second, I'm older than you. And I'm pretty wait, am I older than Sophia Florish as well? What have I
wouldn't
done with my
know.
life?
Gone
At
in
least,
the
like-
That's me.
I mean, quite a few F2 drivers are like older than you, so it's fine. It's fine. When you
Yeah,
think
but the
about that,
F2
like, they haven't-
drivers-
still successful.
yeah, but they haven't made it to Formula One yet. So
Yeah, but they're not sitting. Oh, actually, I was going to say they're not sitting here like 20 grand in debt. They might be a little worse off.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, this just.
I think my biggest
Some
shock
of them
was
are
was
old.
how old
Sorry.
Nick DeVries is. Like,
Yes.
Excuse me, 27.
yeah,
I
he
thought he was
looks
younger
like
than
he's
me.
like
It looks
18.
I thought he was
Yeah.
my
10
age.
years younger than Lewis. Like, that's shocking.
And I didn't realize how old Lewis was either. Like-
17 years older than me.
Woo. Zoe, please stop. No.
Zoe, you need help.
Yeah.
Says you, Sam. What
Shut
was your
up.
comment on my Lewis edit today?
Oh, I thought you were going to
Thank
bring
you
up
very
something else.
much.
That's okay. I thought we were going to bring out the 40-year-old.
Do I even want to? Oh, Fernando. How did Alpine even do in the race?
Double
Double points finish.
Oh, okay. And
Well,
Esteban, he managed to keep his side pod this time too, didn't he? It didn't fly
Yeah.
off.
They just wanted to copy Mercedes, just like a more radical design of the
Yeah,
zero pod.
just no side pod at all.
Like go.
I remember
gadget
watching
arms
that. I was just like watching that. I was like, where did it go? Like it just like
Where
just
did
it
this
just
come from? Where did
it just flew off.
Oh, it's
Like it-
hot.
He didn't even hit anything. It just flew off.
So
It was
so
so why not?
low in
That
there.
was really
It just said,
weird.
"See you later."
Yeah. And I remember watching like all the slow mos and I was just like, where did it go? It just disappeared into thin air.
Well,
And then someone had to run and
just,
pick it up.
just
I don't know. It's
confetti.
kind of just like where did Mercedes' power and success go?
I was
Where
just
did
gonna say,
McLaren
it didn't.
where did
land.
McLaren's
McLaren
success
go?
go? Yeah, Mercedes'
so-
success did not go to McLaren.
Everyone was telling us that testing doesn't count. Testing's not representative. While it was rather
This
representative
year-
for one team,
This year
Yep.
testing was very, very, very honest, very true, very. I don't know what word I'm looking for right now, but you get the point. There
It
was
was very much Ferrari are on top.
very much Ferrari on top. Haas are
they're
going
gonna
to
give
do
us a headache.
well. All that kind of vibe.
I'm so happy for Haas though. Like
Oh
this
my
is what they've
God,
been
I'm
waiting for so
happy.
long.
I'm sorry, but finally seeing Gunther smile like that literally warmed my heart.
I feel like there's
Yes.
nobody who like dislikes Gunter. Like
Genuinely.
he is the
knows
one
soul.
team
Well-
principal everyone loves.
Yes.
Zach,
Unless your name is
everybody-
your last name is Mazepin.
yeah, they don't really like him. But everybody else loves him. And Zach. I think everybody loves Zach. Like
Yeah.
no one Zach is like a hype man for the Mercedes. for the-
Yes.
I also love
McLaren boy.
that
McLaren.
for McLaren, you always see Zach, who is the CEO, but for every other team, you just see the team principal. But Zach has taken that.
But I guess
role.
isn't Toto
McLaren,
both?
I
isn't
think he's
Toto-
both.
Toto's
But like
both.
you'll see Zach more than you see Andreas.
Yeah, we never.
It's
Yeah.
funny. I love that.
Could you imagine if we saw more of him though?
He's very quiet. It's probably
Yeah.
why
and
Zach has taken on the
awkward.
role.
I
Zach
think
just loves to talk.
Zach's
does
a good,
too.
he's a good marketing person because
Yeah.
everyone loves him. That gets more people into liking McLaren. Whereas
He's
if
just the
they
F1
had-
version of Happy Hogan.
Yeah,
Genuinely.
True.
literally. All those edits I see of like that, like Happy and oh my god, I meant to say Tom Holland and oh my god,
Peter
my
Parker.
brain. Yeah,
Spider-Man.
yeah. Jeez, my brain is not functioning. When is it
Oh,
ever?
dear.
What else happened at Bahrain?
Yeah, who was everyone's outstanding performance? Even though I feel like most of us have probably covered it, we're probably going to say the same answer.
Should we
Haas.
say? Should we say?
Outstanding.
okay.
Oh,
I was. Oh my god! No! Guan Yu
Oh.
Zhou.
Yeah.
Oh,
we-
yeah.
Zhou.
That was the
Best
second way.
ever
Bottas.
Formula One race and,
and
gets points.
Bottas as well. Like Bottas was
Yes.
up there and within an hour for Romeo. Like-
Loud.
She's excited. Let her be.
Oh,
And
I'm not very good
arguably
at
one
this.
of the most unreliable cars. He managed to get up there.
He did.
He was like
Alfa
just as
Romeo's,
close.
Yeah.
It is. And they are. I just wish Antonio and like Kimmy were still there while they were doing well.
Antonio
like to
was
see-
there
I
though.
cried.
Was
Yeah,
watching,
That's true. He was
and
there.
a Ferrari.
I
Yeah, that's right.
cried
Mm.
when I realized, like, when I fully realized Kimmy wasn't there. I cried. My
People
I feel
heart
like I was
reminding
sad.
me.
shattered.
Yeah.
People stop reminding me.
I think
Wait.
Connie cried as well.
Yeah.
I think
Can
a
I
lot
just
of
say-
us
I guess
got
we're a
emotional.
on that.
That's true.
Can I just say, Antonio's the reserve driver for 3 teams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what
Don't
other
think
team?
it's
Anything
Haas,
that's got a
Alfa
Ferrari
Romeo,
engine.
and yeah, Ferrari.
Oh, I thought it was Pietro for Haas.
I think
He's
yeah,
one
we've
of
got
them.
2.
Oh, okay.
So
And
Haas,
Mick-
has to
Mick's
have
just for
the
Ferrari.
Ferrari ones,
Yeah, true.
but they can also have their own team ones.
Yeah, and then isn't Mick also the reserve driver for Ferrari?
Yes, for Ferrari, yeah.
I would
Yeah.
love to see that.
Also,
Like-
I love that like Mick was actually like competing in the
I
race.
know.
Like, before he was
It
always
was
in the
good
back,
to
and now
see
he's just,
him-
like, fighting people.
Yeah.
In the spots. I'm like, oh my god.
That's
His
what I was
spin
gonna
catch.
say. I'm sorry, that was so good.
That
Nikita could
was.
never.
That was on
good.
some Max Verstappen level, like just the
was.
catch.
Yeah.
I know when
And
he
how
hit-
Esteban went up to him after the race
went,
as
like,
well. I
running
was
after
like,
him.
That was so
oh.
nice.
who was it that posted that on Twitter? I think it was either Mercedes or Haas that posted it on Twitter, and I was like, Nikita could never. People loved that.
The shade.
That was such a good catch. But what
Shame.
I was gonna say before was, as happy as I was for Guan Yu Zhou, my heart shattered with the fact that it was Mick that he replaced in points. I was so
Yeah.
proud that he got points in his first ever F1 race, but I was like, come on, it was gonna be Mick's first time.
Next week.
Yeah.
Next week will be
Next
Mick's
week.
time.
Yes.
This week.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally
Literally
a
this
matter of
week.
days away.
It is literally media day tomorrow. Okay, ignore me.
I
Oh my
honestly
God,
didn't
it
know.
is.
I did not know that it was a double header until when I was watching the race, and then they're like, "Oh, we'll see you next week." I'm like, "What?"
I did
See, my
register in
mum-
head.
My mum keeps thinking that it's a triple header and that Australia is like the week after. I'm like, no. And then she tries to correct me. I'm like, I'm looking at the dates. It is not. They can't get from Saudi Arabia to Australia with all that stuff that quickly.
No,
It's
not
true.
a
Might have a
chance.
few more
feels
freight
like
delays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Australia feels like it's that close though. Because
It
of course
also
it is only a week.
Feels like it's not going to happen as well.
Don't say that.
Please don't.
Why would
I
you
know,
say that?
I know. It just feels like it's just been so long. Like they constantly just, and I'm like, it needs to happen. Like I've got my tickets. I am ready to go.
And
we
Andrews could
just-
never. Has to go on.
Can we just point out how we were all wanting Daniel to score so well at this race, and then look at how McLaren started? We all wished upon it. And I think we all brought karma to it because
jinxed it.
so far we all jinxed it. And I am heartbroken because it's his first time back in Australia racing in forever, and their car doesn't run. Yes.
Sam has a point. Yes, Sam.
I seem to be really good at jinxing things.
Yeah,
So
so
I
maybe
mean,
don't
just
mention
these-
Daniel in Australia.
No, like I don't know. Let's try and figure out a way that we can like.
Daniel will DNF and come last in Australia.
That way.
No, because now
No.
you've said it, it's
No,
going to
it doesn't.
happen.
No,
Oh my God,
Daniel will
Stop
come
it.
first.
Yeah.
You know, I have a bad habit of jinxing things. So
All we
just need to
want is
figure out a way
Daniel to
make
have
that-
good luck in Australia.
In
like
theory,
that's all we want.
I just need to say every other team is going to do poorly.
That's a good idea. That's a good way
Just
to put
jinx
it.
everyone else.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a
If
good-
anyone listening to this or watching this right now is really good at manifesting things, and it does that whole sort of thing, I'm not good at it, so I'm not doing it. But if anybody here is good at manifesting anything, can we please manifest for at least Daniel to do well in Australia at his
That's all
home
we
race?
want.
Please,
Or-
and thank you. I
or-
love you.
or-
Goodbye.
Wait, or as horrible as this sounds, someone in Alpine or McLaren to not be able to race at the Oscar can.
Oh,
Stop.
Okay, no, we're going to remove McLaren from that thing because
Okay,
Danny
that
has
is
to
true.
race, and
Yeah,
I
oh,
want to
that
see
is
a
true.
Lando race.
That is also
I don't
true.
know.
So you want-
Fernando, just take a step back.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
Fernando-
we can't have that.
Have the Alpine boys had COVID yet? Because
I
both
don't
think
McLaren boys
so.
have. I'm
Just
pretty
just
sure.
put Fernando on a bike somewhere, and let's just see what happens.
Get him to.
I love
Yeah.
him, but
I mean,
the man
people.
and bikes is not a great duo.
Yeah, that is
I
true.
just Oscar at Australia would be so fun.
It'd be
Oscar-
great.
'Cause he's
And
never
it's
been
his
able to race.
hometown.
Yeah.
Oscar and
He's
Daniel
from Melbourne.
battle in
Almost,
Australia.
but
Also, the fact that Oscar, like, one, lived in Melbourne, two, he was relatively close to me and I never met him ever.
wow. Imagine finding that
What?
out after.
I know. After
If
he
I
already
don't-
left, and I was like, you kidding me?
If I don't meet a
I'm looking
driver,
at Zoe's little dentist story right now with the imagine that and not knowing.
yeah, that time that you
Oh,
met
yeah.
Liam Lawson.
Liam Lawson. He was in your
Okay, we're not
sitting across
talking
from
about
you with
that.
the dentist.
Okay, so we're
Shared-
not going to
we
talk about that.
shared- Liam Lawson and I shared the same orthodontist, and my orthodontist made sure I knew about that. Anyways, I was at an orthodontist appointment, wasn't really paying attention until I went in to talk to my orthodontist. He goes, "Oh, that was Liam Lawson out there. Did you know that?" And I was like,
I was like, what?
"Are you kidding me?" And he was like, "Yeah, like he's one of my patients." And I was like, "Haha, you're great." Anyways, I got told that I need to be more like Liam Lawson and I need to be a better person like Liam. I got told that
That was
many
harsh.
times in many appointments because Liam always wore his retainer and always kept it, and it was always the perfect patient.
And you just
I
went.
was the opposite. I lost my retainer. Didn't tell
Personal
anyone.
information about Liam Lawson right now. So
Yeah,
He is
there
a
you
good
go,
Liam,
listener.
if you're
guys.
listening to
There
this,
you
He follows
go,
the
guys.
just know you have become
Yeah.
the standard for that orthodontist about wearing
Forever.
retainers.
Literally,
That's
I'd
the
be in
standard.
appointments and he would go, you know, like when you see photos of Liam, you can see his retainer just glistening in the light. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Can you stop? I don't know if it was true. I feel like it was because the orthodontist was around, like out the way where he lived. But like at the same time, I was like, come on, can this be a lie so I don't like feel bad? Like, not only is the kid more successful than me in life and he's the same age as me, you're also telling me I need to be more like him over a little retainer. Anyways.
I cannot
like
wait
the
till he's in F1.
orthodontist? Was that not like the orthodontist equivalent of, you know, when your builder dad drives past the house and he goes, I built that kitchen. I built that house. I did that retainer. Those teeth are because of me.
That's like when he looks at Liam Lawson, any photos when he's standing on the podium. Also, yeah, Liam had 2 podiums as well. Let's
Yes,
just
Oh my God.
So proud.
So proud. Let's take a break from one and talk about Formula 2 maybe for a
yeah,
bit. Crazy race, the feature race.
Can we
it
just
was
oh my god.
So much happened. But
Or just
properly.
in general, every motorsport race that happened this weekend, can we talk about the mess of it all? Like, what was that whole pit
Yeah.
thing with was it Formula 2?
yeah, Dennis and so
The 2 pit stop issues, one with Dennis's wheel coming off, and then the second one with who was it that like pulled
Oh,
the whole
yeah.
pit open? I can't think of what it's called right now, but anyways, that whole thing.
How
And
many
then
penalties?
IndyCar.
No, hang on. Back to Formula 2.
Okay, back to
How
Formula
many
1.
penalties did Ollie get?
Lost
I
count.
don't even want to think about that.
They were doing like an Oprah. You get a penalty. You get a penalty.
Except
We're
it was
gonna keep
all just
giving them to
Ollie.
you.
It was all Ollie was the only one in the crowd.
He's just crying. He's just like, may as well just
I'm
follow
gonna
by
stop
myself.
at that point.
Yeah. And that did anyone else see that MotoGP crash?
Mark Marquez.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bloody.
So
Biggest high side
scared.
I've ever seen.
That is why I will never watch MotoGP. Like I
I'm
would just
sorry.
I just would cry.
That's
The
why I'll
way
never
he
be
just
allowed on a
walked
bike.
away from it though.
Yeah.
Like
I
I was so sure
know.
he wasn't going to be walking away. I was so sure he was going to be needing help. All of a sudden he's walking away and I was like, hello? Like,
They are
the-
like
God.
they are insane.
The next
It
level.
just seems like such a big impact. But can I just say, the way they turn on corners is so satisfying.
Oh,
I
yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
love
Mm.
MotoGP.
But like, what are their
But-
speeds? They're like going hundreds and hundreds of kilometers and miles per hour, and then they go flying in the air.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Also,
Like-
the track was wet too. It was raining.
Yeah,
so,
that's
which
right.
shouldn't make it any better. Which
Like,
must
at least
have
race
meant
car
to
drivers are
slip through.
strapped in and have a bit of padding around them.
Yeah.
Bloody
Well, they've got all the
MotoGP.
protective suits on MotoGP, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
and
still,
how- and the-
Compared to like
how
having a
when-
car
Always
around
stop
you.
it.
land on your back, snap.
Yeah, that is true. Should we also discuss that the new race director?
No, I
Let's
don't
talk
like
about
that.
it.
Stop.
Wait, which one?
The DTM one?
The
Yeah.
DTM
Yeah,
one?
the
Because I'd rather
DTM.
not. Because
I despise him.
I don't
I'm
want to get
sorry.
in trouble for some comments.
What is okay? I'm gonna say this. What is his? He's lazy. That is a conclusion I've come to. What is his decision?
Oh, we're going here.
On
We're
letting
going here.
teams and drivers decide
Yeah.
whether they need to give the position back. That is pure laziness. If you're going to go off anything, that is pure laziness. If we go to last year, when Christian and Max were being told to give a place back, no, we don't have to give the place back. We're in the right. We're in the right. We're in the right. So what's going to
Can you imagine
happen
that?
when teams and drivers have to decide? They're not going to give it back because even being
Of
forced
course
to,
not.
Red
no,
Bull
yeah.
didn't. Same with other teams. Red Bull was just my first example that popped into my mind. But that's happened with so many teams. What's going to happen this year? Like, does he think
I know,
everyone's
it's just
gonna
gonna
happy
be-
and fluffy
it is just gonna
because
be-
Michael's not there?
Everyone's just going to be arguing the whole time. It'll just be like team principals arguing with each other.
Just Toto and
it's not gonna
Christian
work.
again.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel like
It's
it
going to be
could-
Toto and Christian.
Toto and Christian were very verbal and very like just argued with each other, but like via radio and via Michael. Whereas I feel like it could not get physical, but get very personal if it's put up to teams and drivers,
Mm.
like between team principals and everyone. I feel like it's going to get very, very personal without having the middleman. To actually
but
be
I
like,
feel like
"You
it's-
have to
Also,
do this."
I think everyone respects Matteo, so I don't think anyone will try. He just is so, like
The
far
Ferrari
away from the drama.
and they're so respectful, and it's like, okay, that's your opinion, like you're allowed that opinion. Whereas if it's like other teams, for example, we're gonna go Mercedes and Red Bull, like we saw last year, it's very much I am right, I am Mr. Perfect, I am this, like you are wrong kind of thing. Whereas I feel like Ferrari are very much like, yes, you are that, but so are we.
Well, I saw
Yeah.
They
on,
kind of like are respectful.
I think it was on Instagram. I saw it pop up that Bonotto was queried something with the Mercedes car. And I was shocked when I saw this. I'm like, Bonotto, what are you doing? About like where the mirror is, it's attached to something else on the car, and it's not meant to be. It has to be its own structure.
Yeah, it's because they
And he's
are
arguing it.
still-
I'm like, oh my god!
It's because they're still salty of when they got in trouble for their mirrors
It like
couple
a
of
few years ago. Yeah.
That's
When I saw it, it was like Matteo Bonotto was like fighting this. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Someone's arguing in Ferrari? What's going on?
It's the
But
only
he
thing they
thinks-
really held a grudge about is those mirrors.
The mirrors.
That's
The
like all I
mirrors.
can like ever remember them like fully complaining
Mirrors.
about is the mirrors.
But he thinks that Red Bull still got the hype for everyone, and that he still thinks everyone's on the Red Bull hype to be championship winners.
So,
I'm going to take it back a fair few minutes. Back to the birthday train. Happy birthday, Alex Albon.
Yes!
Happy
I knew we'd forgotten
birthday.
someone.
I forgot about him.
I
yeah.
love Alex. Oh my
Happy
god.
birthday.
What is it with all
I
of
was
these like
just-
racing drivers being born now?
Aries.
I was
born.
just saying-
You know what I sounded really dumb about? Sorry, Lucy, I just interrupted you. I think I told you this
okay.
a while ago. I was like, it's so weird. I feel like there's a driver's birthday every month, forgetting there's 20 drivers and there's 12
And there's
months
12
in a
months.
year, which is why they're all so close together.
Oh my god, Zoe.
I just like
I was-
none of this.
There was nothing made me happier than seeing Alex's name back on the like
Oh, it was so good.
He hasn't
the
changed.
new graphics.
Mr.
I don't love the new
Mr.
graphics.
No,
We just appreciate his trying to find seashells at a fake beach.
Oh my god. I haven't
Or-
watched the video yet.
No, neither
or
have I.
George walking through the Williams.
I did
garage.
see that.
Yes.
That was so
George
cute,
looks
though.
too good in that race suit.
Oh yeah.
Handsome Squidward
like
looks too good.
George did really well also. Like
Yeah.
what
Can we-
P4?
Well,
I'm sorry. Can we talk about Toto leaning into George's car, looking like a maniac?
All I can imagine
Oh.
he's sitting
You
there
sit
going,
here, buddy.
you were the second driver.
appearing into his
Second
cockpit.
driver.
Yeah.
Your name is George, not Nico.
Can I just say, I did love it when Valtteri out-qualified him a bit.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was-
that was funny.
I was
That
very
was just
happy for
karma.
him, but I was like, oh my god, yeah.
I
Yeah.
did love that.
I do also love like just Valtteri's whole villain arc and how he wants to compete with Mercedes and he wants to beat Mercedes at some point this year and he wants to do amazing. Like I'm excited that he's doing that and that he's not scared of what Mercedes could do. He's like, I'm not even a part of the Mercedes family. The car I'm in doesn't have a Mercedes engine. Goodbye. Like I am competing against you. I am not with you. And that is what's making me happy is he's finally fighting.
I feel like he will. I feel like he he can beat a Mercedes.
Yeah.
For
The
sure.
Alfa Romeos seem reliable
yeah.
as
They
of
do.
as of Bahrain.
Yeah.
As of
Well,
Bahrain.
As of Bahrain race, not Bahrain testing.
Yeah, the
We'll
race,
practice.
the race.
I was
I
because
thought-
I was watching
Yeah.
I was watching a video with my dad today about Valtteri talking about his whole time at Mercedes and everything and just talking about how mentally that's like he was going to leave Formula One because of Mercedes.
Yeah.
Like if he didn't leave Mercedes, he was leaving Formula One because mentally he was so done. Because it was always, no, you have to do this and you have to do this and you had to get Lewis here. And I was like, come on, like let the man have a little party. Let him
Like
have a
he
race to himself.
I feel like Valtteri is just like he's just like a quiet achiever. Like he's always just like in the background, but he always did well.
Yeah.
He like
Yeah.
was on podiums a lot. Like it was like I feel like he was just in the shadows.
Yep.
But he was always up there performing.
I thought it was cute though that when Bottas drove past Lewis, they waved at each other.
Yes.
Just
That
like,
was so
I was
cute.
like, oh my god.
I love that those two still have like a brotherly bond.
Mm.
Like the drama and not the drama, but like the tension and the like disliking was within Mercedes, not within Lewis and
Yeah.
Valtteri. Like, I'm happy they're still friends, and like the after race congratulations and all of that stuff was very, very cute. I love my ex and current Mercedes boys very much.
Okay, speaking of Mercedes, so it turns out they're not sandbagging.
No.
Yeah.
I knew it. I said they weren't.
I still don't trust them.
I feel like in the next couple of races they're going to switch it up because they're going to figure out what's wrong. But with the amount of times Lewis said that there were issues, that's when I realized they weren't sandbagging, because Lewis doesn't repeat that. If they're like, when they are sandbagging, Lewis doesn't repeat it, and he was repeating it. And
I
at
still
first
don't
I thought
trust
it was a
them.
bit of a mental game. I was like, oh, maybe it's a mental
They
game.
will
Like,
figure it out very
Mercedes-
quickly.
Yeah.
I reckon I give it till like what round's Imola?
I don't
I don't know.
know.
I need to look. In a
Can we
few.
though talk about how? So
Oh,
last
it's
year-
after the Australian Grand Prix.
Yeah, I reckon give it till Imola, and then Mercedes will probably have it figured out.
Yeah.
Can we though talk about how Mercedes and Red Bull and Bahrain wasn't really their weekend, right? Like Lewis wasn't going to get podium unless Red Bull completely flunked it, and they did. So what was really funny was Toto and Christian, these two enemies, so politely talking to each other. Look, like it seemed like they were talking about how they could really just get rid of these two men up here, the Ferrari boys. It looked like that they were going to join together to try and like
Join
be these
forces.
superior people. Yeah, join forces.
Literally.
Which was quite funny. These two people who made it seem like they deadly hated each other last year seemed like besties trying to take over the sport again with their little paddock
I feel like they
conversation.
would actually get along so well if they could just like get past the fact that their teams are like in a constant fight.
Oh,
I feel like their personalities are just like,
Yeah, I feel like it would be that friendship where you just banter all the time, you know, that like
Yeah.
one friendship you have,
I
and
feel
it's
like-
just like constant banter.
if they were in the same team, they would be a perfect duo. Or if they
Yeah.
were someone kind of like, if I was gonna say a Ferrari McLaren battle duo, like they don't completely hate each other, but they fight. Like they'll fight against each other. And
Yeah.
be like, oh, we're the better team, but they're not
they
like
don't talk smack.
he is so wrong. Like how Mercedes and Red Bull are.
Yeah.
But
That is true.
Going back, jumping very far back to the new graphics. I need to stop talking a minute because I've been talking for a very long time. I dislike them, and I don't like that they disappeared.
I don't
during
like
the
them.
race. I need to see where these guys are. Like who
That was
who's
frustrating
changing
me
when the
a
cameras are
lot.
changing. Because last year, like Brazil, when the camera was, I'm just going Brazil because I'm making a Brazil edit right now. But Brazil, when Lewis was changing positions, we didn't see that happening, but we saw it on the leaderboard. Whereas now you can't see what's happening unless
I don't know why
Unless
they
it's
thought that was a good
camera
idea
angles.
to just get like, I don't know why they thought that was a good idea.
I don't know either. Like
The writing is also too small. It's like, it reminds me of the supercars one, how it shows like their number, not like.
Lucy now knowing supercars. What is this?
I did watch 10 minutes of one race until it was the one where they announced. So it was the same day that the thing about Nikita got announced. So I got very distracted. But I watched like 10 minutes of it.
Wow.
Lucy, I am revoking your Australian citizenship.
I don't think you have the power to do that.
I don't care. I'm going to do it.
I drive a Commodore. It's fine.
So like the compound, the names of the tires are so tiny. How they wrote.
I'm gonna have to wear my glasses. Like
Yeah.
I can't even
I
read
wear
it.
glasses and I can't read it.
I like it because it's like it's minimalistic, it's clean, but I wish that it was like a translucent background at
Yeah.
least, and that it didn't disappear. It's the disappearing that I don't like, because I like to see where everyone is at all times. I feel like that's trust issues there, but I like to see where everyone is at all times,
'Cause-
and I can't do that when it disappears, and I don't
Unless you've got,
trust
like,
them.
F1 TV and you can log in on like your app and see like the times and everything like that, then you can see it. But if you're just like, for me, I don't have like, we can't get F1 TV in Australia, so I just like watch it on regular whatever. And it's like so annoying when it disappears. I'm like, I don't know where anyone is. Like I think on this race when it was when Carlos and Perez pitted, then it just like showed them out. I was like, where are they?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I didn't even know they'd pitted.
Literally, they like that happened with so many people. It was like they pit and all of a sudden their names just are all the way down at the bottom or like lower
Yeah.
down. I'm like, wait, why did they drop? And then you can see them in the pits because there's a random pit shot, but it's like,
Yeah.
hello.
I feel like Sky were just like Sky Sports just having a moment this last weekend, like between it just being like, I feel like Martin Brundle just said nothing. I think Crofty was talking for the whole of lap 1. He just didn't stop. He was just on like.
Did he even
on his-
breathe during that
Yeah,
first lap?
I was
I
like,
feel
Crofty, take a minute, take a breath, have some water. Like,
I feel like I feel like those men were so anxious this week, and just the
Yeah.
mistakes that were made in the commentary as well. I mean, they were
Yeah.
funny and they weren't bad, but it was Alonso being called Ocon, Mick being called Michael. Like I get the Mick and Michael because their names are very
Yeah.
close and same surname, but still the whole Mick and Michael thing, Alonso and Ocon. Who else was it? There was something else. There was another mistake, and I was like, hello. Oh, fastest lap times. The screen
Yeah.
would say one person was fastest lap, but
and
it
they
was-
would say the other.
yeah, who?
I think it was
remember.
Was it-
Perez got it.
It was
Perez got it,
Perez
but they
got
said
it,
it was
but-
Charles.
Yeah, they said it was
Yeah.
Charles, and I was like, wait,
Yeah.
but who's wrong in this situation? Because
Yeah.
And then they blamed
But
it
I
on
feel
the
like
fact that they didn't know the
First race back, like let them. Oh yeah, the helmets. I
No
remember
helmets.
that.
They're like, I'll remember the helmets eventually.
blaming it on the helmets, but the whole Ocon Alonso thing, you could see the car in front, and if you look at the leaderboard, you can see it's a different team, and you can
But
tell.
Yeah, I
that,
was
like-
watching
They've got
that.
numbers.
yeah.
It was a bit. That is true.
The screen also tells you the name of the person.
Literally. Yeah.
Oh, I love those men. They
Unless,
are-
of
they are
course,
the
it's
greatest
Kevin
commentators
Magnussen
alive.
versus Kevin Magnussen.
Oh, true, true.
The man can just double now.
We love.
And
I'm
Kevin
so
at least
Magnussen
excited
against
he's back
himself.
that we're giving him
There's two of them.
There's
two of them. We want him.
At least we didn't get Lance Stroll. At least that didn't happen.
True.
At least.
True. Can we talk about though? Last time we saw Hulk and Magnussen together,
Oh yeah.
there was a lot of tension. There was a lot of FUs. This time they were besties on the grid. Oh
They
my
were.
lord, those two were so close. Just like
Do
personally,
we know
not in the race.
is Seb going to be back in
but I hope
Saudi?
You
I
think?
haven't
They're
heard
going to
anything.
make a decision probably tomorrow, or overnight or tomorrow,
Okay.
maybe.
Because I guess it depends on the country's COVID rules and if is testing negative or not. I guess.
It's also
Yeah.
like he can test negative, but is he feeling all right to drive?
Oh yeah, that too.
But that
That
was
too.
what I was thinking, right? Because also with Danny coming back, the whole thing with COVID and overworking yourself, because this is what happened to Lewis, overworked
Yeah.
himself kind of during and then mostly after he had COVID. So he had major long COVID effects.
Yeah,
Danny
but-
has now worked himself because he was also stressing during the race about how bad their car was doing. He's probably going to have long COVID, just assuming after what happened with like
He
a whole
might,
bunch of
but
people
also
worldwide.
Lewis probably had Delta, where Danny would have got Omicron, and Omicron's
True.
not as strong as Delta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
Different
just
COVIDs.
the long COVID that's kind of
Yeah.
scary.
Especially
So
if
I-
you're a
I
race car
hope-
driver, putting your body on the limit for like 2
You need
hours.
to breathe.
Honestly,
Yeah.
oh my god, imagine if it was Kimmy, no drink, long COVID effects,
drink.
working
Yeah.
your body for
No
2
drink.
hours.
Not the no
the
drink.
the strain on your body. Anyways, I
I
hope
think
Seb's
would
okay,
just, like-
and I hope he can come back very, very
If
soon.
that
'cause I
happened to
miss him.
Kimmy, I think he would just like drive.
He
to
would
the
just
pit and
get-
go, nope.
Yeah. And you
I
just
think
get
he
out.
would hop out. He
Done.
would go find a yacht and he would go chill on the yacht shirtless for the rest
Yeah.
of the race and just watch everyone and make fun of the fact that everyone is still in their cars and he has a free weekend.
He's
That
getting
video
paid
of
to do
him
nothing.
that video that's resurfacing of him. You know the one that
That-
sped up one where he's like he got
Yeah.
in his car and he's like
Yeah.
walking to his
The best thing ever.
funniest. Love it.
The best
Oh, I
thing
miss
ever.
him.
I don't think that's
Iconic
ever going to
Kimmy
go out of
moments.
rotation.
I don't think so either.
I think Kimmy is one of the drivers that no one will ever forget. I mean, I don't think you could ever forget any Formula One driver.
Yeah.
But I feel like Kimmy is one of those drivers you will never forget. And talking about forgetting drivers, Sebastian Vettel keeps breaking my heart when he says that everyone's going to forget him. I am sorry, Sebastian Vettel. I will never
No
forget
way.
you.
I
you
will never
were
forget
the-
Sebastian.
I don't think anyone can.
I don't think anyone
everyone
can
is a
get
Ferrari
Seb.
fan. Even if you're not a Ferrari fan, you are a Ferrari
Everyone is a
fan.
Seb fan.
If you go to the Mercedes boys and ask them if they're a Ferrari fan, even if they say no, they are a Ferrari fan. I can't remember it word for word, but that
as
was
was
close.
emphasized this weekend, Mercedes are Ferrari fanboys confirmed.
Yeah,
Oh, yes. Mercedes admin is a Ferrari simp, and I am here for it. I
Yeah.
am here for it.
Everyone's a Ferrari simp,
Oh.
I think, and it showed.
Ferrari.
All
are
of the closeted
problematic.
Ferrari fans were really showing themselves on the weekend for sure.
See,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
closeted. I'm
I'm
just
like-
a Red Bull fan.
Yeah, I'm not
a
really
Ferrari
that
fan.
close.
But
That is
I
true.
just-
I mean,
No,
yeah.
you're a closeted Haas fan, Kalila.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone's slowly becoming to be ever since.
Also, yeah, Sam, don't you have to buy a Haas hat now?
Yeah, I do,
Yeah.
but with the whole, changeover,
Oh, true.
there's no merch at the moment, so I'm just waiting until there's a restock.
Heartbreak.
Speaking of Haas merch, I went to Speedway the day after my 21st party. Yeah, so back in November. And I could see a Haas hat. There was a person sitting in front of me who had a Haas hat, and I was looking at it trying to figure out if it had a driver number and who it was. Figured it out by the night. I spent the entire night like literally staring at this hat in this person's lap. Well, it looks so creepy, but things you do to see your fun merch. As we were leaving, I spied whose driver number it was. Number 20. Mr. Kevin Magnussen himself. I just know that person is punching the air right now.
Yeah,
100%.
that person is so happy right
punching
now.
the air.
Predicted
They're
it.
just living their best
Saw the
life.
future.
So
It
good.
was just so good. I was like,
They
oh,
were
it's
like,
a
I
good
know he'll be
driver.
back. Was
I'm
it a rich energy one though? Like a rich energy?
No,
Haas
it's just a
hat?
standard Haas cap.
I
Okay.
need someone to come back. Someone to come and sponsor Haas that have black as their main color scheme. Not anyone who's previously sponsored them, but I need a new sponsor to come in because I am sorry. I was rewatching old Haas videos.
Yeah.
Kevin Magnussen and Mick Schumacher wearing black. Oh
Oh.
my lord!
That
it's
rich
like
energy
George
livery was
Russell.
lovely.
It really
It
was.
It was.
But even like the red, white, and the black was nice.
Mm.
It's
Yeah, they're
it's
just
just the
red and
white.
white.
It's the plain white that's really throwing me off.
Yeah.
I think. Whereas
To be fair,
like
their entire, setup just got thrown off.
that is
Yeah.
That's true.
We
mhm.
got to give them the benefit of the doubt there.
true. Yeah.
I do have to say with Haas, I'm quite proud. I predicted that they would spend their money on making a better car and not a new livery, and then they did that. When they did their livery reveal, I was very reassured that they did it, and now look at them racing. I do have to say I'm
Now
very
they
proud
have
of
got a good
myself,
car.
and I'm very proud of them. And the fact that Mick-
Zoe's predictions are just always right. So let's
And
just
Wait,
The
no,
fact-
that means therefore Zoe should do the prediction for Australia, since they're always
Yeah.
right.
Go on, Zoe.
I'm just
no,
not going to
no.
talk about it.
for Australia, I'm genuinely predicting that Daniel will do well because he is going to be so freaking excited. Like I genuinely think he could do well.
I'm just so excited.
Oh,
When my tickets
same.
came in the mail, I was like, oh my god, it's happening.
My For You page is full of people like you, Lucy, getting your tickets. And I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that you got your tickets, my eyes got a little bit watery. They were sweating a bit
I'm so
because
FOMO.
I realized
I got my other
how
ones today.
sad it was.
I want my lanyard. I wish the lanyard came too, though. Like, I am gonna, like, even on the day when I don't have the fancy ticket, I will be wearing my lanyard with my fancy ticket anyway, because I'm gonna be, like, pretending that I'm, like, in the paddock with a paddock pass. I don't even care. I don't even care.
So FOMO.
Don't worry, guys.
Next
We'll
year,
send
Sam.
lots of videos.
Sam, next year we're traveling together and we're going.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm actually gonna go though.
And
next year
Kalila.
for the Oz GP.
Yes.
Is this
The
us
Kiwi-
making a
the Kiwi
crowdfund
girls-
between us?
How about we all just meet at Auckland Airport and fly over together to the Melbourne Grand Prix?
Exactly. The
Deal.
Auckland girls go on a little travel.
Auckland?
adventure.
Me with the Oz
I mean
girls.
New Zealand.
Hey,
I'm gonna say I'm at the other end of the island from you.
Bye, Sam. You're not coming with us.
Oh,
We'll do a meetup
okay.
and meet each other.
I'm sitting in the car for 10 hours for that. God, that's going to be a
Hey, at
painful
least you've got a
drive.
good end result. You've got a good end result.
Exactly.
I only need to
And
drive for
you
like an
can
hour.
sing. You can sing the new pit stop pit stop the song, the Lando song.
that?
Let's
Lando's
go,
off.
Lando.
No.
I'll just play that the whole way there.
Hang on.
Actually, no.
This is the
I'm
second
flying
episode
there.
of the podcast. We managed to reference Supermax in the first one and the Lando one in the next one.
Lando.
That
We're
is
just
true.
fans. We're just fans of them, you know.
We just
Okay,
love
they
the
just
pit stop
make-
Pit
boys.
Stop Boys, if you happen to
They
hear
make
this,
catchy songs.
big fans.
Big fans.
Massive
Pit
fans.
stop
It
boys,
was
big fans.
Supermax was the top of my Spotify Wrapped last year.
Sam, it
I-
wasn't. Oh my
It
god.
was. I played it.
Hey,
It's gonna take me a while to
Lucy,
find it.
remember
I
she
played
is
it
a
like
raging Red Bull fan.
214 times.
Yeah, but oh my god.
I don't know Dutch, but I can sing the entire song in Dutch and understand it.
I'm close. I've
cannot.
listened to it quite a few times. I'm close.
Hey,
to
there's
knowing
that
it
one
word for
song
word.
that mentions Xenia Ricardo too.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can we just? It's such a good song as well.
I don't
Like,
think I've actually
genuinely
listened
such
to
a good
it.
song. And can we talk about how he helped them with? I think he helped them with one of.
Yeah, I
their
think he
songs.
played the
Mm.
drums or something.
Oh yeah.
He played like an
When the
Instagram
drumming gets
song.
bad, you know it's Daniel. Like,
No, Daniel slander here,
It's just
please.
rude.
Daniel is sitting on my
sorry.
shelf.
sorry.
It's just Australian
Angry with you,
banter. Get
Lucy.
on it.
I'm sorry.
Don't diss Daniel Ricciardo.
He would
He's
love
not
it.
Australian
you know
god.
that.
Oh my god.
He would absolutely
Oh my
love
god.
Hey, look, it's Mini Daniel.
Mini Daniel.
Oh, no.
Hey.
I grabbed the wrong Daniel.
Hold on. Let's say right, Sam. I know you're gonna hate this, but I think we should talk about Red Bull and Bahrain and what happened and what
Can
we
we
think.
Can we just
Leclerc.
okay? Like, I'm a raging Red Bull and Max fan.
I think
There are
everybody
some
knows that.
wild conspiracy theories out there. It is terrible. It is absolutely terrible. Both cars DNF, suspected fuel pump issue, which of course isn't manufactured by Red Bull or Honda. So of course here comes the conspiracy theories that Red Bull was sabotaged.
Oh my god.
My exact reaction.
What?
Who
What-
is going to sabotage
When-
them?
Who can be
Who
bothered
has-
to do that?
Apparently
Exactly.
the FIA,
Oh my
What?
god.
which makes absolutely no sense based on the end of last season, but alrighty.
Yeah.
When I was watching the race, I was just like, oh, Max's steering issues, they seem pretty dodgy. And then them talking back and forth with, what was it? Max was talking back and forth to the pit wall. And I was just like, okay, it's just steering issues. Looks like Max is having trouble. And then he just had engine problem. And then he drove into the pit. And I was like, what the hell?
All of a sudden, his car. All of a sudden, oh my god! All of a sudden, his car just turns off on the track.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, what? Okay, Sam, you can go.
I actually did a little bit of research into this.
Do it. What is
Okay.
it?
Because I'm a Red Bull fan, this is what you do. So Chico's car literally just turned off. So his
Yeah.
was the trademark of a fuel pump issue. His power unit wasn't getting any fuel, so it went, no, I'm out. Turned off. Max's, however, doesn't bear the same trademarks. His was more to what's called fuel cavitation, which is when the fuel tank empties, the last few drops of the liquid will move around the tank, meaning your fuel pump can still be working, but your power unit is being starved. Because, of course, it thinks it's getting fuel, but it's not. Which is why he could intermittently still get back to the pit rather than turn off on track.
The thing that Checo, that was like that lap though. Imagine if it was like a lap earlier and they would have had to like bring out the safety car and oh my
It would have
God.
finished under a safety car.
Yeah, it would have.
I do have to say, as excited as I was when Checo spun, because that meant Lewis was getting third, I did get quite scared. No, I got scared for Checo because of where he spun and where he stopped, and the fact there were
Yeah.
cars flying towards him, like right towards his body. I was so scared. Like, as excited as I was like, Lewis is on podium. Like, this is go Lewis. I was so happy. We all know I'm on my Lewis phase right now. Phase? It's not really a phase. Anyways.
I was gonna say, you never came out of it.
It's not a phase, Mum.
Speaking of spins,
Staring at my Lewis
when
shelf
Mick-
right now.
when Mick spun, he caught it pretty well.
He did.
He did.
Near the start, he caught that spin very well.
Do we have any other spins?
That was it.
No, I think it
No,
was only
because
those
Mazza
two.
Spin's not here anymore.
Yeah.
Our entertainment's gone.
I'm quite sad though,
Extra.
because that means that our
Extra.
Mazzaspin website isn't going to be updated ever again.
No.
The spin
is a
count is
shame.
done.
At least
A moment
I
of
think-
silence for our fallen spinner.
No, he doesn't deserve
no.
I was
I'm
meaning for the
sorry.
spins of entertainment, not for him.
Anyway, that's
no,
enough
because
of that.
his spins
Yeah,
got
careful,
me
we don't want calls
concerned
from
that he was
Russia.
gonna. His spins got me concerned that he was gonna take someone in the grid out, like someone important.
Yeah.
Like there were so many times where he would spin and there was like the whole front of the grid coming
Oh.
towards him, and I was like,
Zoe,
oh my God.
everyone on the grid
Wait.
is important.
that is
No.
what that is what we didn't talk about.
No, I'm meaning when it was like the whole Lewis Max important like rivalry thing. It was him spinning and then them coming towards him. I was so scared something
Oh.
would happen
Do you
then and that he
imagine?
would interrupt that whole rivalry. I feel like I don't even know what would happen, but I was scared last season because of that.
Do you
Anyways.
remember the DTS scene when Mazepin was like, someone came up to me and they said, can you, like, it was around the end of the season and it was like him saying how someone came up to him and was like, can you spin into Lewis? And it's like, he
Yes.
didn't get that it was like people were joking. Like, because people were like, she'll probably do it. Like, he'll probably spin anyway.
It
Like,
was-
he
yeah,
didn't
no,
get, he was just shocked that it was like a British person who said that. I was like, mate.
No, when I saw
Oh,
that,
yeah,
I
I remember
started pissing myself laughing because the whole like Formula One season, I was so worried it would happen, and the fact that someone said it to him was just, I don't know. I would have probably, I don't even know what I would have done. I would have found a way to get
Just
if he
cried.
wasn't kicked out of the sport. I would have found a way to get him kicked out of the sport if he did that.
Could you
Actually, I
imagine
feel like he
if the
would've.
championship got decided by Nikita
Mazepin.
Mazepin taking
Oh my
someone out?
God.
What if he took the wrong car out? What if they were like, oh yeah,
What's the
take
wrong
Lewis
car?
out? What
Because
if
you're
he-
going to say the wrong
No.
car would have been Lewis, but I'm going to say the wrong
no,
car
no,
would have been
no.
Max.
Because the fan was like, can you take Lewis out? What if he accidentally took Max out because both the cars were black? Like black
He'd be pretty
livery.
bloody.
Like,
He'd be pretty bloody blind because one of them has a freaking Red Bull across it.
hey,
Yeah,
going
got
at fast
yellow on
speeds,
it.
sometimes you can't really see it. What if he just
I mean, when you're
spun?
spinning it, when you're doing a 360, everything kind of looks the same.
Oh my God. Okay.
Anyways,
I think
don't
that's
need
I
to
think
be-
that's probably
I don't-
enough.
Okay,
That might be enough
Mazepin
Mazza
slander.
spin.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay,
discuss
okay.
Saudi
We-
Arabia quickly.
I'm not
Predictions.
excited.
Predictions.
If the race goes on, so far the race is going on, but if the race goes on, predictions because of this whole bomb threat on,
oh, I
Erin,
did
go.
not see that.
yeah,
I didn't
Erin
either.
Carr.
I
Pretty much
haven't actually read
there's
lot into that.
a bomb threat on Aramco, one of Formula One's biggest sponsors and people.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
bomb threat on their like plant in Saudi Arabia and Jeddah. And so they're having to watch it to make sure that it's safe enough for the drivers to race without having their lives threatened, of course.
That's a
because
good
their
thing that
lives
they're
are very
considering it
important.
that then. I
Yes.
really don't. Let's be real. My predictions at this point is just gonna be Ferrari's up there. Like for
I
sure.
think that's a pretty safe bet.
I think
I
that-
hope so.
I feel like it's going to be Ferrari, but I feel like what if a Haas could get up there if Red Bull
Yeah.
and Mercedes can't sort their stuff out? Because
That is true.
Mercedes were lucky. They just had
just
luck.
say-
I'm a Mercedes fan, but they had luck that day. And is 1 week long enough for Red Bull to sort their car out with such a
No.
major issue as to what they had?
Also, both the Ferrari drivers are very strong on street circuits.
that is true.
Charles,
Are we
Charles
forgetting that
always
one of
qual-
them crashed there last year?
Yeah,
also,
but
that one of them never
Qualifying,
finishes a street
qualifying.
circuit every year
He still crashed.
called Monaco.
I think I
Crashed.
definitely
Yeah, yeah.
look. I
are we
want.
forgetting Mr.
Hang on, no,
Mans
no,
over
no.
here
What
never
about Mr.
finishes
I Am
Monaco?
Stupid Baku 2019? Are we still sure he's good with street circuits?
no.
I'm
in
breaking
qualifying,
Kalila's heart
He's
right
crashed at Jeddah. He's crashed at Monaco. He's crashed at Baku.
Kalila is gonna leave this call now, Sam. Please.
We need
Stop.
to let Kalila be hopeful.
She's crying. Kalila is
No,
in
but
tears.
I was just basing this off of Jeddah last year. Everyone was focused on Max and Lewis, and then Charles pulled a P4 qualifying out of nowhere,
So
and
proud.
that's why I wanted to mention.
I do think though
Doesn't
Max is
say.
gonna be like on there for redemption to get that P1 in qualifying though. Because
Yeah,
of what happened last
100%.
year. I think he is gonna be trying his
I-
hardest.
Right now, Max is peaceful with Ferrari. But we know Max wants to win, so I feel like it won't be peaceful for very long. I feel like it'll be peaceful
Yeah.
between Red Bull and Ferrari, and Perez and Ferrari and the boys, but Max and the Ferrari boys, I feel like it could get a bit competitive because they both want to win so badly. You know, like Ferrari want it to be their year, but Max is like, no, this is my year. So I feel like for the fun of it could get very competitive, and I'm quite excited to see Ferrari boys actually competing.
I definitely think it's going to be like, my prediction is, I think it'll be Carlos P1, just because that's what I want.
I'm writing this down just to hold
Charles.
you to it.
Charles P2, and I think, I don't know actually. Okay, K-Mag or Schumacher P3.
Schumacher,
I could be
yes,
way off.
please. Oh my lord.
First race in the points.
If we
Straight away
get-
podium.
Look,
That would be
bold
iconic.
prediction,
If
bold
we get-
prediction, but that is my hope.
If we get a Schumacher on podium, I'm sorry, you guys are never hearing the end of it, and I am crying all of Monday. That will just make
Hey,
my day.
At least it might get you out of the Lewis phase and into a bigger Mick Schumacher phase.
Hey, my Mick moment right now is very big. My Lewis one is just overpowering it a bit. So if we get a Mick beating Lewis, sorry Lewis, my Lewis shelf is turning into a Mick shelf very fast.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding, but like at the same time,
That is
I
my
need
bold, like random possible P3.
It
I
is
like
very
it.
bold and
It's
random.
It is, but that's my hope. That's what I'm hoping
Okay,
for.
Jack, predictions,
Okay.
go.
I'm going to say 1-2 will probably be Ferrari again. I hope it's Ferrari again. Any order. I don't care which one's which. See, they threw the curveball of K-Mag last week. Let's do another curveball. Fernando.
please.
See, I
That is a
I
big-
thought you would have
It's
gone for
big.
Ocon.
Yeah, I was
Nah.
like,
Ocon's
Well,
coming back
saying-
for being pipped
I'll
on the
save it.
line.
Yeah,
I'll save
but
it.
Fernando will keep one of my mates happy. So I'll say
So-
Fernando.
So technically you're going for a triple F podium. Ferrari, Fernando.
There we go.
Oh my god.
And he was in Ferrari, so for a while.
That is true. Who's next?
I'm just going to say something so dumb. Kalila, prediction.
Hey, well, might be a bit biased by this, but hoping it's Charles. P1.
Wow, big surprise on that one.
Never
Yeah.
would have seen that
No.
coming.
I feel like Max will actually do quite well if they Red Bull. I don't know what's going on. Don't want to really mention or talk about it, but I think Max will be up there if if they can sort out the reliability issues. And Ocon, I think he'll do quite well. Carlos too, but I don't know. Or Valtteri, because Valtteri and Ocon both had a battle at the end of last year's Jeddah Grand Prix, which made me cry a bit because Ocon lost basically at the line.
Oh,
But-
I forgot about that.
That was
If
such a
Ocon gets
heartbreaking
beaten by
moment.
Valtteri by like a nose again,
Yeah.
he's going to throw hands.
He probably will. Like Max
sorry.
did at him.
Every time I think of that moment, I can just hear the heartbreak in Ocon's voice. Like that's all you can
Yeah.
hear. It's not anger, not anything. It's just heartbreak. Like it
He
was
would have been
come on,
like
that was
driving
my
and just like
place.
imagine you're just like you're so close to the end and you just see this little thing just like get in front of you. Like that would just like oh my
Literally
God.
Post race
at the
interview with
line.
him. Don't ask me. I'm going to cry.
Honestly,
Yeah.
if that
It
was me,
reminded
I'd
me
be like,
of the-
don't talk to me.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the the Drive to Survive moment of Daniel going like how expensive is was that in Drive to Survive, or did I see
Yeah.
it somewhere else? Of Daniel going, how expensive is the fine if I don't go to these interviews?
Yeah.
Like how much am I going to be fined if I don't go? And
That's
that
when I
Ocon
found
moment
out they
was
get fined.
exactly yeah.
I didn't know that.
And
Well, because
that's
Lewis got
what-
fined for not going to the gala, didn't he? Was it the
no,
gala?
No.
that he
No?
paid $50,000 to help
That's right.
help people get into Formula One who what do they call I can't
Diversity.
yeah, to bring diversity in
diversity
and
fund.
to bring to like just bring a whole bunch of people into Formula One. Because he didn't go, he was like, I'm sorry, but I will donate $50,000 to help bring these people in. I can't think of
Yeah.
the word it is. I'm not thinking of diversity. It's like not unlucky. It's something.
Privileged.
Yeah, you know.
That's not Once again, me and Zoe do not know the English language.
Stop. What's the word? I feel really bad. The
We're gonna spend like 5 minutes and you're trying to make this out right now, aren't we?
change the topic and I'll come back to you. I'll have the
Okay.
word.
Okay. Well, actually,
Sam,
Zoe, I was
what are
gonna go to
your
you.
predictions? What are your predictions
oh.
for Saudi Arabia?
Who do we think we're going to put on top? Who am I putting on top?
Max.
You know me
Super
so
Max.
well. You're just going to start singing it? Are we going to
No.
have a Supermax reference?
Max.
Oh, we were all off at different times.
Yeah, that was way off.
I'm
was-
going Max, Carlos, Charles.
I just want
Nothing,
Carlos
it's nothing
to win a
against
race.
Charles. Just Carlos last year at Jeddah was strong.
Yeah. But
So I
Carlos and
think it
Charles
could be
were
good.
at it last year.
I think so.
I figured out the word.
Zoe's figured out a word.
Disadvantaged to help bring disadvantaged people into Formula One.
Well, to be fair,
You
what
were way
Lucy
off
said, what Lucy said was just a synonym of disadvantage.
True.
So-
I just couldn't think of it. Okay, back to Sam's predictions and how excited she is for Supermax to be P1.
Don't
Is
say
that
that.
what we were
'cause
on?
if you say that, it's not going to happen.
My predictions
My prediction is Max is on top. That is the last I'm saying of it because I do not want to be responsible for jinxing. I know this time last year. So Jeddah was the day after Bathurst. It was Bathurst weekend.
Oh, yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You all know where this is going. I said, because I was watching the Supercars Top 10 shootout, and I was messaging my dad, and I said, it's really nice to watch a sport like motorsport where they can kiss the wall and not ruin their laps. What did Max do in qualifying?
He kissed the wall. and
Kiss
then
the
He
wall.
kissed the wall and ruined his lap. I was like, oh, good. I should have stopped talking there. I then went on
Yes.
to jinx the Bathurst. I jinxed the entire race and more importantly managed to jinx it for Shane Van Gisbergen. So this year, because it's also supercars in F1, just not talking about it
Keeping your mouth
because
shut.
I need my
that
Red Bull
sounds like a
boys.
good idea.
I just need my Red Bull boys to do well this time since they're one after
In
another.
both sports.
Both sports. I don't want double Red Bull heartbreak again. I can't deal with it. Can't
Considering
deal
how
with
Red Bull and F1 are going, I think you're probably going to get it.
it.
But
Shh. Stop. No.
I will stop talking now. Okay, that is our Saudi Arabia. Oh no, did Zoe say hers?
No,
Yeah,
I
we didn't
didn't.
get Zoe.
I
We got Zoe.
didn't.
Hang on,
Oh,
Lucy.
thank
Whoa,
you,
jumping
Lucy.
the gun,
Come on,
jumping the gun.
Lucy.
False
Lucy,
start there.
I know we're the same person, but I don't think our predictions will be the same.
No, 'cause
So,
you're gonna put a
highly
merc out
doubt
there.
it.
Yeah, but Louis.
I
Where does that come
actually.
from?
What? You're not gonna put Louis up there?
Mick?
George.
That was so mean. Insulting me.
Oh no.
It's so
people
true
are
though. It's so
people are gonna
true.
Start clipping this saying that we think, you know, oh, they're bullying each other. And,
Oh, I'm gonna
no.
get cancelled for bullying Zoe.
It's only the second episode. We can't get cancelled yet.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay,
no.
Zoe, go.
Oh my god. Okay. I think there'll be Ferrari. I'm not gonna name names because I can't really name names right now until I see qualifying. But Ferrari definitely, I mean, their car is fast like Lightning McQueen. They are Lightning McQueen. Ka-chow.
Ciao.
Oh my god, Zoe.
Okay, in
Leave me
Zoe's
alone.
defense, it is 9:35 at night right now.
And I
I
drank
think
a lot of
the
coffee.
brain has
before this.
has just signed out for the night.
I think it's
Oh my
Zoe's
God.
bedtime.
It's no, it was Jack making fun of me that got me.
Okay.
I get that I like Lewis, but mocking me.
You
for
love
it?
him, don't lie. Don't tone it down by saying you like him.
Zoe, do I want to do? Should I
Okay,
be bringing up our
okay.
messages?
Oh no, I can call you out, Miss.
Oh no, mine's not a secret.
Okay, anyways.
It should just turn into Sam.
Your comment on my video
Sam
today.
Zoe show.
What was that? I
Comment on my video
do
today.
stand by my comment.
Daddy to Lewis.
I'm sorry, Mum. I'm sorry, my brother, if you hear this.
Oh my lord.
That is a.
On that
that
note, Zoe,
Okay,
you're
anyways, my
not
turn.
voting
Back
for
to
the
your
rest of the-
predictions.
Okay, my predictions. It'll be Ferrari on the podium, whether it's 1, 2, or 3. I feel like there will be a 1. Whether it's a 2 or a 3, I'm not quite sure. Looking at the rest of the results, I feel like Mercedes could possibly be up there. Scared for Red Bull, but I feel like Magnussen could make his way up. If Red Bull and Mercedes aren't up there, I feel like it could be a bit of a Magnussen moment. But I don't know. Because of how Bahrain ended, it's just a bit concerning with the cars. Honda engines and Mercedes engines aren't very happy right now.
Hey, but
Yep.
Max and Charles was racing. That was world class.
That was
That
great.
That was
every
great.
in turn 1. That was
That
I'm
is
just gonna
like-
go
I
ahead
was
and
racing.
say this.
that was
I do
motor
have to
racing.
say, I was waiting for an incident.
So was I.
I was waiting for it.
I was
I
waiting
think
for an
we all
incident.
were.
But then
I think just for the TikTok quote, like potential that we could have made if there was one.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what
100%,
happened?
there would have
Just an
been
incident.
just every one content creator just using that same sound. if
Yeah.
something was-
I am
We've got a
guilty of
whole
that. I
season
used it to
now.
announce the front row,
You did.
oh my god.
and I am
I
not
think
ashamed
everyone
of it.
did.
And I will use it again. I
No,
love it.
And again and
we
again.
do have a whole season though, because Ferrari and Red Bull are fast. It's just Red Bull had an iffy weekend, so we could have an incident within the next 23 weeks.
I love that you're saying it like that
Realistically,
as well. Nothing
I
just
don't
didn't.
think we're gonna get, like a remake of the
Oh, we won't-
casting incident.
Hey,
because
hey.
let's face it requires Charles to push Max off the track, and it's gonna go the other way around, I think.
True. It will be
You're just
And that's coming from a
Max
Max
out
fan.
reverse incident. A reverse incident. I'm sorry.
We can
Charles
still
is
use the
stuck in my
sound.
head.
Yeah.
Well, it's still an incident. Okay, I need to stop. It's still an incident.
Nothing, just an incident. I can't even say it.
Incident.
I
Nothing,
can
just
hear
an
it, but I can't say it.
I think everybody can hear it. That and fact. Photos that speak. No, that's not it. Anyway, continue.
They say you can't hear photos. Oh yeah, explain this.
That's it. Yeah, that. Anyway.
Anyway,
Okay,
this has just descended
I-
into chaos again.
I just want to say I
has.
am so sorry to everyone who literally just like heard my mental breakdown a couple of minutes ago. That is a formal apology. Like,
Zoe just.
I'm stopping now. My microphone is going away. You guys can talk. Okay, I'm sorry.
See, I could have just muted you a while ago.
That would have been a good idea. We should take more use of that mute button. I think.
I forgot that button
Oh.
existed. And she's gone on mute. Zoe has checked out.
Well, should we wrap it up?
I think
Wrap
we
up
should.
this week's episode?
Yeah.
I don't even
All
know
right.
what we covered after all that.
I don't even. I think it was just
A lot.
We
Everything.
covered
Everything.
Yeah.
Oh, she's back.
We covered everything.
Oh.
So much. I feel like there might be a break next week because there isn't a race for us to predict.
We might get some YouTube content out. I
We
don't know,
might.
maybe GeoGuessr or Cahoots.
So maybe
watch us-
subscribe
watch
to our
us
YouTube
mistake-
channel. Just
Watch
a
us
nice little
mistake
plug.
Austria for Spa,
For Spa.
or Mexico
Or-
for Canada.
That was a bad one.
That was
was
that
really
was
bad.
on Lucy and I.
We
That was on
promise
us.
we know our
That
tracks.
was.
That was
We
just
do.
that was just extremely bad.
I have become a pro at GeoGuessr, so
I'm a pro at GeoGuessr. Contrary to what that looked like, I do have the high score on quite a few F1 maps. So
but yeah, don't worry, we'll be back for Australia because we're all so excited. Like we are all, even us who can't go to the GP are so excited for Australia. I think. Like
us who can't go. Lucy, you are going.
Wait a
yeah,
minute.
that wasn't what I meant.
But the ones
those
of
of
us,
us-
but those of us who are going it's a very high chance that we will spam everything.
And
Yeah,
those
there
of
will be a
us-
lot of TikTok
Which-
content the week of the
which
Australian
works
GP.
out well because Lucy, we're going to force you to make Grid Girls content for us.
But it also means
Oh,
that
Yeah.
Erin, me, and Jack are all going to be like together. So we're
Together.
gonna make content.
Oh my
That's
God.
so. I'm actually so
Half
excited
the
for
group
that.
girls.
Half the group
together.
girls.
Just
Things we love to
half
see
of
that.
The Aussies
really do.
together.
One day it'll be all of us. One day.
One
Okay.
One day.
Provided we survive until
Alright.
then. I mean the podcast, not us ourselves.
Yeah, geez, Sam, that
Let's
was a
go
bit
on
wild.
par with Erin,
Getting
Erin
deep.
Spirit.
Getting deep.
Sam not believing that
No,
our
no.
podcast will last until next year. Excuse
Okay,
me?
let's wrap this up
What?
here.
I think we should probably wrap it up now. We definitely
Let's
have
wrap
gone
this
off
up
on
here.
many
This is-
tangents.
Oh yeah, too many.
We have. I need to go to bed.
Okay.
Past those
But
bedtime.
will you go to bed, Zoe?
No, because I need to finish an edit that people keep.
She's gonna go
asking me
edit
about.
Lewis, and I'm gonna hear about it for the rest of the night.
I'm editing Brazil,
Anyway.
the greatest moment.
Anyway,
that note,
on that, I'm gonna have to mute you all soon. On that
the
note,
fourth time.
is it the fourth though?
I think it's like
Now
the
it's the
third.
fifth.
On that note,
On that note, thank you all for listening or watching. If you're watching this on YouTube,
if you made
or
it to the
if
end.
you're even if you we
Anyway,
If you made it
Anyway.
here, gold star for you.
yeah.
if you made it here and I don't know you're seeing this on YouTube, leave something in the comments. Just I don't know, validate us.
Leave Zoe is insane.
Yeah, there we go. If you made it to the end,
Zoe
the phrase is
is a
Zoe is
Lewis simp.
insane.
Is it like Slander
Zoe is a
Day?
Lewis simp. Zoe is a Lewis simp. That is what you should comment if you actually made it to the end.
Okay.
On
We
that
done?
note,
Are we done bullying?
I think we're done wrapping it up now. We have wrapped it up about
Okay.
5 times.
Out.
This is like the sixth time.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Ah.